Testing, test 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we have a bit of a different video than you typically see from my channel, and I think that is a good thing. So for today's ride, we are out at Xcel Energy Mountain Bike Park in Shakopee, Minnesota, and this trail is unique in a couple of ways. So this trail system was built and finished back in August of 2021, and what makes it unique is it's an all-weather surface trail. So instead of taking the dirt or the soil makeup that you have to work with to make trails, basically it's the best way I can describe it. It's like kind of gravel, so it's really good at draining. And basically after a rain event, just a little bit after that, you can basically ride the trails. And at the time of this recording, March 27th, 2022, this is probably the only trail in Minnesota that is open for the mountain biking season, which is kind of crazy because our spring is, we had 50s and 60s and now we're back to 30s and 20s, and today's ride was like 25, 26 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was a very cold ride. And another different thing and unique thing for this ride is I wasn't riding with fellow mountain bikers, but I was riding with Onewheelers. And basically, yes, those Onewheelers, the skateboard-like wheel, big wheel in the middle with a motor, and basically it's like land surfing with a mix of snowboarding and skating all packed into one. So it was a very interesting but very fun ride nonetheless. So I was joined with Brooks and his crew from his Instagram, North Shore Onewheel, as well as he's part of a YouTube channel called Carve Creative, and both of those will be linked down in the description below, so definitely go check him out. So Brooks posted on his Instagram story that he'd be out at this trail system, so I thought it'd be a fun and interesting idea to get a perspective on what that sport is kind of all about and what they enjoy about being on the one wheel and riding the trails that we as mountain bikers enjoy as well. One last thing before we get into the main portion of the video, I tried my hardest to keep up with Brooks and the crew. There were multiple times where I tried to keep everyone in frame on the GoPro, and there were some times where they pulled ahead way ahead of me. I'm kind of out of shape, so they were cooking, going real fast, having a blast, but there were some times where I was able to keep up. So just an FYI, there are some portions where the crew is not in the shot, but they are there. But hopefully I got enough footage to make an interesting video. But enough talking from me, let's jump into the video. Can't keep up with you. You're flying.
Flat for you.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Things are faster than mountain biking.
Almost, dude.
Lucky to be alive with this technology available to us. What a treat.
Oh, y'all good?
Yes, sir!
Oh! Oh God.
Really skinny for a bike.
They are. They're a little scotch. Yeah, it's hard to keep the back tire going. After a bit of riding around the park, Brooks was nice enough to let me try out the Onewheel, and boy do I have to give them some major props on the coordination needed to even ride this thing down a straight line, let alone ripping the trail faster than most mountain bikers can.
The sensor has two parts to it, right? So
Okay.
once you level the board out, it will self-balance. See that?
Yep.
When you take your foot off one side, it will disengage.
Okay.
So when you're going slow, you have to be under a mile an hour. So like
Okay.
if you're standing still and you're like, how the hell did I get off this thing?
Yep.
You either try to lift your toe or your heel,
Okay.
and it will disengage, right, and drop down. Otherwise, if you're like, how the hell do I do this? Try to stay flat-footed and just jump off.
And just jump off of it.
Yeah, so now the one thing you don't want to do, because the sensor stays engaged, right,
Yep.
and this is how people blow out like their back knees,
Yep.
is if you take your back foot off, that will stay engaged.
And then it's gonna
it'll
send it right out.
You snowboard, right?
No.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I wasn't a snowboarder.
Some people had snowboard.
No, I never boarded before I got to either though.
You're running across the floor in your socks.
Yeah.
Which way do you slide?
That's such a good
Or
Basically like this. So like.
So like you're jamming the tunes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like front foot forward. Which one are you going with?
It's gonna be this one.
Okay, so
yeah.
you're goofy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you're ready, just say I'm ready. And I'll stay with you.
All right. Yep.
don't be ready to just get off. The board can take it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Dude, that is. In the end, I think things like Onewheels, e-bikes, and other ways of enjoying a trail should be more widely accepted, as long as you respect the trails, the work done by the volunteers, and respect other riders. Where is the problem in that? During a ride today, not one person or even the maintenance crew gave them an earful or a death glare, because it's called being polite and courteous to others, and knowing that you're not the only one that can enjoy a good trail.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, sometimes we'll do that.
That's just a thing. Someday they'll do that. Yep.